Ohio, konnichiwa, konbanwa, and welcome back to another episode of the Re-Anime Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Quan Chu, and with me today are your favorite Kage, Ben Croft, Aaron Dangerfield, Taylor Van Gilder, and Zane Holland.
If you're new to the show, thank you for joining us. We're a podcast dedicated to bringing you the latest in anime news and reviews, at least most of the time.
You can catch this show and any previous episodes on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play Music. These links will be down in the info box below, so be sure to like and subscribe if you want to hear more content like this.
This episode, we have a special guest, Lauren Perrin, Sakura's #1 fan, cosplayer, and photographer.
Hey, thanks for that great intro. Thanks for having me, you guys. As you said, my name's Lauren Perrin, cosplayer, photographer, part-time writer, if I want to be really nice to myself.
そういや、カンバルの家の前で変なやつを見たぜ。
いつからカンバルの家の前に鏡が設置されたの？イメージ変わったかな？何が変わったんだよ、この一瞬に。あ、分け目が逆。助かった。銃声がしたから。小型の顔面。
Lauren, since this is your first time on the show, can you tell us what you enjoy about anime?
I'm really into shoujos. I have this really peculiar thing about my favorite, like my waifus. They all have pink hair. And so that includes Madoka from Madoka Magica and Utena from Revolutionary Girl Utena. And also Sailor Moon, because she had a pink-haired kid, so she has to have like a pink-haired recessive gene. But my #1 ultimate waifu in the entire world is definitely Sakura Haruno. She is like bae of all baes to me.
How do you feel about Sakura and Sasuke's relationship?
You know, it's really funny because for my Twitter header, when I started, I remember putting like, I'm really salty that Naru Saku didn't happen. And then after I got over it, I changed it to like, I'm learning to cope with Sasu Saku. And then eventually I was just like, I love Sakura. She could do no wrong. Let her have her man. Like, Sakura's bae. Like, it's okay. Whatever makes her happy makes me happy.
Oh, you know, if you love them, you got to let them go.
Yeah.
So you're not a big fan of Hinata and Naruto together?
No, I thought Naruto and Sakura were a great couple. They had like grown up together. But I mean, Hinata and Naruto, they're okay.
They're cute.
I'm not gonna tell them not to love. Let them do that.
They're really all just beards anyways, because Naruto was in love with Sasuke more than Sakura. And
I'm not gonna say nothing.
That's a whole ship situation there.
Well, they have cute kids.
That's true.
They do. Although I was pretty mad that he looks so much like Naruto. Boruto?
I mean,
Yeah.
he is him.
He
That's the
is
point.
Naruto. I wish, yeah, but I kind of wish they'd like switch their hair colors or something. Just something different.
It's curly. And
Apart
it has
from Bakugan.
the ageho or ahego. The opposite. Not the lewd face, but the stick up in the hair.
Have you seen you've seen the start of Boruto, right?
Yeah. Their Boruto is daddy looking. He looks
okay,
good.
that's true.
Well, we don't want to get too in-depth in going to Boruto because we do have someone that is watching Naruto right now, the original Naruto. And that's Ben.
I am.
Is it because I yelled at you last week that you hadn't watched any of Naruto?
I just got bullied into starting it, to be honest. I'm like 12 episodes in now.
Nice.
It's all right. I've yet to get to the point where I'm like hooked yet, but it's all right. I can see what everyone likes about it.
Are you doing the non-filler style of watching it?
I'm gonna watch everything.
You're gonna watch
That's
everything. Wow.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
That's rough. Yeah.
That's what we had to do
I've
back
thought
in the
about
day.
how long it's gonna take, and I'm doing like 3 episodes a day.
That's like a whole 800 episodes there.
Yeah. So
That's a
if
good
I just
pace.
like have like an hour a day just watching Naruto and going up to date with it, I've been thinking about maybe like switching over to the dub and just having it on in the background, just because it's so long.
But that was so fun.
But I'm not sure. I'm too much of a weeb though.
You should try it. I like it. It may just be because I'm nostalgic about it, but I think it's decent.
That's how I feel too. Like the dub's good for Naruto.
Yeah.
The dub is good, especially for when it came out. Like it's like a decent dub.
Yeah, because I mean, I know that everyone pretty much grew up watching the dub, so I
He's
might
got the same sort of voice
over.
as well.
Believe it.
Believe it. Yeah.
It might help to have Naruto dub in the background when you watch the filler episode, so you can do something else.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. So I'll probably watch the Japanese until it gets boring, and then switch over. Well, not boring, filler. Sorry, I insulted you all.
So
Is there much
what are your
filler?
thoughts? How do you feel? How do you feel about everything that's happening so far?
It's interesting. I don't like Naruto at all. Like, as a character,
No, he's my son.
it just irritates me.
He's my son.
Okay, but do you like Sakura?
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
Sakura's
really.
alright.
Yeah.
Yes.
My favourite so far is Kakashi, though. He's the man.
Kashi.
Oh.
He's got good hair.
That's acceptable.
I like his hair.
How do you feel about Sasuke?
He's like, he definitely is into new metal. You can tell he goes and listens to Linkin Park after he's been training all day.
Oh!
He's
Poor Sasuke.
Young Sasuke is probably the best.
Why is there so many like fishnets for all these characters?
I mean,
Like, I don't get
Because
it.
that's the ninja way.
That's style. That's
Also,
the ninja style.
What like
I think
time periods it meant to be in? Because there's like all sorts of stuff going on. I'm like, so they've got cranes.
Welcome
and
to Naruto.
ramen, but
Have cranes,
Yeah.
some radio, vending
radio.
machine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't wait till you get to the tuning exams because that's the best.
How
Oh,
long until I get
yeah.
to them? I'm like 12 episodes in.
I think you're still a ways off. But it's it's when Naruto gets like good. Original Naruto. That's when it starts to like get real good.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really worried as to why Kakashi put his finger up Naruto's ass.
Why not?
I'm really not sure as to why
He loves
he
Naruto
did that. Yeah.
on
The
a
ninja way.
different level.
I'm
Yeah.
staying away from you. If I ever see you in real life, keep your fingers away from my ass.
He's asserting his leadership. You know.
Yeah. Also, he's a massive troll.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think my favorite character so far has got to be the giant shuriken, because I've had the most connection to that.
Have
From
you,
the first episode?
Yeah.
I can't. So I haven't seen original Naruto in a long time. Have you met any of the other teams yet?
No, that's not till the tuning exams.
Okay. Well, because
That's
I know
not
they
till
kind
the
of gloss
exams.
over them.
I'm literally at Zabuza coming back
Ooh,
from the dead or something.
that's so good. I need to rewatch it. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to meet my favorite character till the tuning exams.
Who is your favorite character?
Is that?
Neji.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
I can't wait
Don't
for
say
you to meet
anything about
Shikamaru,
it, yeah.
'cause he's
Which
my boy.
this is a little bit of a spoiler for you, Ben, but I think Boruto should have looked like Neji.
Right.
Ooh.
I think that would have
Okay.
been good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That would-
I'm gonna
yeah.
start crying.
Don't.
Okay.
That is-
Let's move on to the next topic because it is getting to a very dangerous zone
Yeah, before
for
we
Naruto
spoil it all for
spoilers.
Ben.
Oh my god. Ooh.
I just want Ben to get to ninja info cards
Yeah.
so that we can send him the video.
Oh.
I'll keep this as a regular update on the podcast just to let you know how I'm all going on
Nice.
until I get bored.
No, Naruto.
You
is
won't.
boring.
There's not enough Moe girls yet.
That's not what you come to Naruto for. You come,
I figured that.
That's what Ben comes to anime
Hello,
for.
Chloe.
So.
you come for the ninja way. So Lauren, you're in the cosplay, right?
Yeah.
You do the cosplays. I'm thinking about starting because convention season is coming up. Do you have any tips?
Yeah.
Tips about cosplays?
Well, I mean, I think the best thing to do is don't care about what other people are wearing. because that's only going to make you feel insecure, and then it'll show in photos. So
Yeah,
what
that's
I would say is just cosplay who you love. And I'll tell you straight up, I've already cosplayed Sakura.
I'm so glad.
Go ahead,
Surprise.
cosplay who you love, cosplay what you're comfortable with, and then have fun, make friends. If you're going to the con by yourself, you can go on forums and Facebook and find other people. You could set up photo shoots. Everyone is always very welcoming in the cosplay community. And if they're not, then you don't want to be their friend anyways.
Then fuck those guys.
Yeah. There you
So
go.
they're not judgy.
I would say, since the California cosplay community has a lot of very toxic, I got lucky, whereas the group of cosplay friends that I came into are so great. And we just want to get turned and like dress up and have fun. Like, that's truly our mission at conventions.
Get super turned as anime characters. That's the dream.
Yes. So I got really lucky, but there is a lot of like there's a lot of like toxic stuff that happens, specifically in California, it seems. But I'm not in it. I'm doing okay.
I'm not a part of that. I stay in my lane.
Can you give us
Yeah.
an example when you mean toxic?
Oh, well, I mean, there is something going around right now by a cosplayer who's big in the Bay Area. She is known for doing like looter cosplays, which, you know, do you? That's all right. But she recently cosplayed Kana from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And a lot of people jumped on that and said, like, hey, please don't sexualize this minor character.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, yeah, I'm going to do an aged up one separately. Don't worry about it, guys. I can do this. And then the next thing you see is a video of her in Kana's dress, showing her booty. She's just flashing her booty.
It's just out.
So a lot of people are really upset about over it, and they're doing a witch hunt, and I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I'm right in the middle, because on one hand, I'm so tired of people policing our bodies, especially about doing like more lewd cosplays. Cause just let's do it. It's summer, it's con season, it's hot. Let me not wear 500 layers. But it's a child character, and I feel like I'm really, really against sexualizing minors. Like, when I come across like lewd, like porn of small characters on Tumblr, I report that stuff so fast. Like, I don't let it sit. So I don't know. It's difficult to say. Do you guys feel similarly, or?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at the characters, if you're cosplaying a younger character, when you're cosplaying them, do you see it as they are the character, or are they an adult as a character? If you know what I'm saying.
It's the perspective of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, are they a child at that moment? Is that what they're doing? Or are they just an adult in a kind of child's costume?
Yeah, that's difficult.
I think it depends what they're doing, really, doesn't it? I mean, if you're trying to act like the character, then don't do stuff they wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But then otherwise, you're just going to a con dress as a character as well.
Yeah,
So-
so like this photo we're talking about was in her hotel room, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where the video was shot.
Yeah, so it kind of brings up the thing, is she doing it in her own privacy? Like, is it anybody else's business that she's doing this?
It was definitely staged.
Well, she's posting it.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of everyone's business in a way.
Or is it? I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like,
It brings up the question, though, is what is your definition of a minor in an anime?
Yeah, because technically, Kana's like hundreds of years old, yeah.
But she's a very small, very like literally like a minor character.
They haven't
Yeah.
going to
I
grade
get that.
school.
I mean, what about things like Shinobu from Monogatari? Because she basically looks like a child.
I don't like her looted either. I only like kiss
Yeah,
shot
it's weird.
looted.
But then she's like meant to be like this 100-year-old vampire or something like that.
I think in general we need to stop making characters that are like they're like 100 years old, but they look like they're like 7. And
Exactly,
then
yeah.
making them like doing like lewd versions of them. Like, can we just like stop doing that in general? like as a rule, just an idea, because I think that would make everything a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I suppose these are hang-ups that like Western audiences have, and should the Japanese animation studios start catering for the Western audience because it's becoming more popular here?
I don't think they should.
I mean, anime's become sort of like a global thing now, right? Like, it is like a very Japanese thing, but like they're very aware of their other audiences now.
Yeah, exactly. So should they cater for them?
Maybe not cater, but maybe take into account. Like,
well, I mean, I think all over the globe it's kind of generally a no-no to sexualize minors.
Yeah. In general, maybe just like as a worldwide rule, let's not maybe sexualize little children.
Yeah. I mean, what's weird is, like, in Japan, their age of consent's like 13.
What?
Which is crazy.
It depends. Yeah. It's sort of like how here, like in some states, like it's like 16, and in others it's like 18. But like
the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
I remember reading something about how in Japan, like technically it is like 13 in places, but like you can still get in like super fucking trouble.
It's still
if you're,
mega
like,
frowned upon.
Fucking with a little kid, yeah.
Definitely.
So because I see that argument around like YouTube and stuff all the time, where they're like, well, in Japan it's legal because they're in Japan the legality is like 13. Yeah. It's like that's not an excuse.
Yeah,
that's a really old law that they like kind of just had because of circumstances back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not an expert on Japanese law, so don't quote me, but
just saying.
Just from what I have heard.
Going back to cosplay, like
enough about Japan's law.
Let's rewind.
But going back to cosplay, when sexualizing like an anime character isn't really a new thing. Like we have Jessica Nigri and Lindsay Ells and whatever.
I don't know who Lindsay is, but I do know Jessica.
Yeah.
Jessica. I think there's because I feel like in general with cosplay, you're especially with women, your body is so policed on like what kind of outfit you can wear and what your body type is, and if you don't have this exact body type, you can't cosplay that character, whatever. And I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But in general, I think it's okay to do those types of cosplays, like those like Jessica Nigri type cosplays where you kind of like make them a little sexy
hell yeah.
But or even like Meg Carney does some stuff like that. But for like a minor character, like I think that's where the line has to be drawn.
that's where the line's drawn.
Yeah.
Like if she were to just do like because she does Lukoa, her swimsuit, and I'm like, hell yeah, girl, get it.
Oh yeah, I saw her. She looks so good.
Kana is a child.
Yeah.
Baby.
I'm just worried with Eromanga Sensei being so popular this season. What's that going to mean as well? Because that's so awkward.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's because it is popular as well.
I don't want to think about that.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, if somebody does it a few years down the line, it might not be so bad. But now that it's in the limelight.
No, I think it's more the fact that it's another minor character, but that in that show she's openly sexualized. So
yeah, that's
worrying.
Do you think it might be a possible solution where we just don't pay attention to it? Like, for example, if there's like a movie or video game that you don't really like, you make the choice of not paying attention to it or not contributing to it, you know? So
in an ideal world,
ideal
world, yeah.
On the internet, because things like that they get the views and they get, and because that's, I mean, people talk about it so much because it's not weird, but it's like we're not used to seeing things like that. Yeah,
sensationalized. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It gets attention because it's bad, because it's over the top.
Yeah, they say bad press is good press.
Any press is good press. I don't know. I hope things like that maybe become less of a fad.
If people start talking about it a bit more, then it'll become more of a big issue.
I think too many people want to fuck lolly characters, and that's the issue.
Should you cosplay for your first convention, or is that a bad idea?
I think it depends.
I mean, if it were me, my first cosplay was like a really lame. Like I bought a Naruto headband there, and I had like worn like a dark blue shirt to match the headband, and I was like just a ninja, and it's so
my
embarrassing.
God. When I was
So
in middle school,
embarrassing.
I planned to cosplay Sakura, but I never got to go. And it was
My
like
heart
it was
breaking.
it was the most heartbreaking thing that I ever experienced.
What I've been wanting to do is just buy a Haikyuu uniform.
Oh, I've already got one.
And then,
Yeah.
but then I want to make a cape out of like black feathers, like crow
Yeah, yeah.
feathers,
That'd be
with
awesome.
like a crow on my shoulder,
That would be really easy.
or wear like concrete boots or something. I don't
Don't do that.
know.
You're not going to enjoy that.
Well, I mean,
The
like
cape would be
It's
tight.
hot
though.
at con.
styrofoam.
Who would you
but
be, though?
Looks like concrete. Oh, wait.
Okay.
I don't know. I wear glasses, so maybe I'll have to be
I could be
What's-
Suki.
Suki?
Suki.
Oh,
Yeah.
Suki. I didn't cosplay for my first one though, and it was a good choice. You get very overwhelmed your first convention.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what the fuck is going on, how early do I have to be to get into a panel? It's a goddamn mess.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I'm thinking about just like buying a 1-day pass to A-Kon, which is next month, and then probably buying like a full weekend pass to Anime Fest in August.
Ooh.
I would
If you
do
get
that.
if you get a day pass, go on like the second day.
That's what I was going to go on
because
Friday, the second day.
That's when it's most poppin'.
Stop the podcast. Zane here. I just wanted to let you know that when the episode ends, the party continues over on our Twitter at Reanimate Podcast. Get involved with all of our random anime-related spam, I mean, super interesting content, and let us know what you think so far. Twitter not your thing? No worries. You can still keep in contact and ask any questions with us via our email, thereanimatepodcast@gmail.com. See ya.
Since we're all excited for cons, there's also another thing that we're really excited for, and that's Miyazaki's next movie. And Ben, you did a lot of research on this topic, so...
Yeah, I was looking into it. Basically, all it came about because Studio Ghibli posted a job recruitment notice for new key animators and background artists as well, for a three-year contract for his next film. And they were emphasizing that it was going to be his final feature animation film because of his age.
Is he finally retiring?
But is he really retiring?
For
is
real?
he really
For
retiring?
real?
His last film?
For real?
But there was a TV special about him working on this CG short for the Studio Ghibli Museum. It aired in about November, and he was saying in it that he wasn't satisfied with his current project and he wanted to work with a new one with a bit more CG involved in it. And through their job introduction, what they're trying to get young animators to join as in-betweeners. But it seemed like they're not really changing the old ways of anime production in terms of like payment and stuff like that. They're still not being paid as well. But we will see. It's supposedly a 3-year contract with like subject to change. So I think they're aiming for like a 2019 release.
Yeah. Not only that they're looking for young animators, they're also looking for a more international animator to help work on their project.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that it says that anyone's open to join as long as they're able to speak Japanese, obviously, and have like a basic level. Because I was reading through the job description, and it was quite there aren't very like a massive amount of rules for it. Yeah, they just wanted people who can speak Japanese, who can
do you even need to speak
draw
Japanese?
well, yeah.
I'm like #Google Translate.
And it was really about
we got 6 months to learn.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
And how much are they getting paid? Because it's not so good.
Well, this is where it kind of leads in. It's a bit not the best. So their salary will be about 200,000 yen, which is about $1,800 a month, plus coverage of travel and social expenses. And what I was doing is I just got looked at a previous post on Sakuga blog, who are a more of like an industry blog where they talk about how anime is made, as well as like the specific animators. And they got a list of all this was as of 2015, what people were being paid based on their roles. And with the Ghibli stuff, just having a look at it, it's saying that key animators earn an average of about 235,000 yen per month, which is strange, seeing as the Ghibli one was hitting about 200,000. So I'm not sure what you'll think of that. Like, are you surprised at how little they earn compared to what we're actually watching?
Well, yeah, because they're a big company, aren't they?
Yeah.
It kind of depresses me for such a prestigious company to not take the time to really like cater and nurture its artists. It seems like they want international people because maybe they can't get anyone really big over there because they're seeing that it's not worth the effort. I mean, it'd be great to have a Miyazaki film on your resume, like that's a bit cool, but
that's it. Is that probably why they're doing it? Because they know that people are going to go for it because of that.
But
they've got Miyazaki, they've got Studio Ghibli.
How much of a workhorse Miyazaki is? Because supposedly, I mean, I've watched a few documentaries of him, and he seems so strict. But I mean, the things he pulls out at the end of it
they're amazing.
They're amazing.
I want to be honest, I think there are people out there that would volunteer to do that for free if they could get that on their resume.
I would literally follow him around and give him coffee for free.
Yes, I mean, so the fact that you're getting paid at all for new animators, I'm like, I suppose if you've been in the industry a while and you're getting paid very little, then that's an issue. But
if you're trying to make a career out of it,
then this is like a great opportunity, even if it is kind of lowly paid.
Especially to be able to be like, I got to work on Miyazaki's last film and be like
in
a part
quotation
of that.
marks.
That's like,
last
he's like, how old is he? He's like 76, right? Like, he'll be almost 80 by the time this comes out. He's old.
Does Japan have a retirement age?
No, I think they work until they can't anymore. I think that's how it goes there.
Like, coming from a creative background, there's always like two sides of this, where you're either really passionate about a project and you're okay of being paid less, or it's kind of about the money and the business side, because again, you're putting all this effort into it, but you're not going to get much out of it in returns other than the name. So it depends where you value the most out of this.
Because I'd assume there are other jobs out there in this kind of that you can get better paid.
It's very, very difficult to get into the anime industry. Like, you have to go to because they have like anime schools, and I mean, even when you finish there, you'll be starting at doing like just like in betweens.
Well, then you kind of have to think, if you go that route and get paid more, you're probably more likely to get a job that route, aren't you, than applying for this Hayao Miyazaki film that so many more people are probably applying for.
Well, they'll definitely be expecting high standards for it. And ideally, I think they probably ideally want someone who knows how to be a key animator anyway.
Yeah.
I
think they should definitely do it so if you're getting paid a certain amount, like when you start, fair enough. But if it's a 3-year contract, that's quite a lot of time to be working. And if you have like proved yourself throughout this time, then your pay should go up. And I imagine it would, maybe.
I don't think it does.
3 years.
That's the thing. Because there was. Oh, let's have a look. So there was a post a while back about she was like an anonymous animator, and she worked at certain studios. I think the idea, what she was putting across, was that she worked for PA Works, and she basically put photos of her wage slip up on how much she was earning compared to what was being taken out.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was like after she just got into the company, she just looking at her first pay slip. So she was earning about 40,000 yen in a month. And after taking everything out of that, so she got income tax taken out of that, food, dorms, move-in fee of 10,000 yen, which is mental. And a bus pass, like she came out the other end with like 1,477 yen.
Holy shit!
For
that's not
the
much
month.
too, is it?
And then I believe after she'd been working there about 3 months, it had gone up to about 67,000 yen. But that's still super low for a month.
Yeah. So in terms of like being a key animator, is this like a 9 to 5 job?
I assume it's more.
They'll
more,
work
yeah.
they'll work 8 hours, and then they'll be kind of expected to work overtime. And I think that's where the problem kicks in with Japan and overwork, because overtime, I think they have a cap of 100 hours, which seems crazy.
So many hours.
Yeah, it's terrible.
God.
That's
So
like
is there,
your
like-
Persona 5
Exactly, and that's exactly what Persona 5 was aiming at. With, I think, one of the dungeons in particular was about people being overworked and overworked to death and things like that. It's crazy. There's actually a Japanese word for being overworked to death, which is called karoshi. Apparently it's a big problem throughout all of Japan, not just the animator industry.
It reminds me vaguely of not anime, but when we were kind of getting all of that news about Konami and how shitty their work conditions were in the video game industry.
Yeah.
And so it's a problem.
It really is. And it's ideal. I hope it won't be a detriment to the anime industry, because it's something we're all so passionate about that we've got to think about the welfare of
So we're going to turn
who's
CG.
actually animating our work.
Well, where's the money going? There's got to be. I mean, are there's the corporations just raking in all this money and just not paying anything, or is there just not that much money?
I think
Period.
The anime
coming
industry
in
doesn't
for
make
it.
that much money.
it doesn't make that
I
much
think.
money. No, yeah.
But then
Yeah.
you can look at Disney as well.
Yeah.
Like Disney is they earn so much money, and they stopped doing key animation, like the hand drawn animation sort of thing, literally just because it took too much time. Like CG was quicker; they could just do it quickly. Like
Is it cheaper to do it CG?
it must be
Yeah,
because it
Because
saves so
it's
much
becoming so
time,
popular
and
now,
there's
right?
Yeah, it's supposedly a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I was reading yesterday, more than 25% of, anime companies are running, negative, money. Which is normal.
Yeah,
It's not, out of the ordinary. It's just that's how that industry works.
and I think because a lot of the animated studios do outsource, so obviously that's going to cost a lot more money. So, I mean, depending on how many animators you're using, it'd probably change how much you're actually earning in the outrun. I mean, I'm not 100% how it all works, because it's super complicated.
We're not experts. We just want to talk about it.
Yeah. In IGN's Anime Club episode, they did talk about how a lot of animation studio is actually outsourced to Korea, where the money conversion is a lot better.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I know that American cartoons do that too. When Legend of Korra was coming out, I know that a lot of their animation, particularly in season 2, was outsourced there to get done. And I know that a lot of actually Nickelodeon shows do that as well. Like SpongeBob.
You'll probably find that a lot of anime studios, they'll tend to outsource entire episodes. So I know with Little Witch Academia, it's primarily a Trigger production. But I think they've had 2 episodes so far, which have been done by completely different studios. And they tend to do that when the production is getting when they're starting to struggle to hit deadlines. I mean, they'll plan it in advance, and get another studio to do it. So, I mean, you can see a marked difference between the episodes where it's been outsourced and where it hasn't. I mean, it's super weird. I mean, finding out about it, looking into a bit more about anime and finding out how it's actually produced, it's a lot different than what you expect.
It's a crazy industry.
It's a mad industry, yeah.
I'm so depressed. I want to buy more anime right now.
I know.
I know, right? We're just gonna go on a spending spree of just buying 10 series, and
Blow my whole savings on some Blu-rays. I don't even have a Blu-ray player.
I'm gonna adopt a key animator.
There you go.
only $5 a
Just
month.
have one in your house just to take care of.
Well, so where's is there money in manga? Is it?
Well, I mean, they make money off of different kinds of.
I think it's probably very
Merchandise.
similar to anime, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Is it? Okay.
I know with manga,
But
it's
why?
a bit
So
different.
so why does anybody do it? Is the question.
It's the passion.
love.
It's not for them. It's more of the love of anime and manga than money.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that deep passion about it, you're not gonna make it in that industry.
No.
I know with manga, so like take like Shonen Jump, right? Those mangakas, they don't get paid more because their series is like the most popular or whatever.
No,
They get paid based on, just
Royalties.
regularly, because that's how they get paid the regular amount as everybody else, because that's how they get put out. And they won't see any more just because, like, say, like, Naruto's really big. Like, he's not seeing any extra money from that. He's seeing the exact same as everybody else. I don't know if it works different with volumes, but I honestly don't think it does. I think it just depends on, like, who you're going through, and, like, the entire industry is so, like, crazy and, like, fucked up.
I mean, even with what we've probably talked about so far, is probably, like, just scratching the surface.
Probably.
Yeah.
Manga might be different because a lot of animes, their success and like how long they run is based on the success of the manga.
Exactly.
Well.
And that's
Yeah.
why
It's
I
all-
mean, essentially anime is just kind of like a promotional tool for a lot of manga series.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like, what was the anime where they fought with their butts and their boobs?
Okay,
Keija.
There's not going to be a season 2 because it was meant to, popularize the manga, and the manga's ending because they wanted the anime to make it more popular.
Yeah,
and it didn't do that.
it's not even finishing like a story arc or anything.
Yeah, they're
it's
just like
stopping.
they're dropping it, right?
Yeah.
That's so sad. I mean, not that I was like a fan of it, but like just the fact that like they were like, well, it didn't make enough money for us, so we're just gonna drop your entire manga.
I think this is one of the big reasons why it's so important to, subscribe to things like Crunchyroll or Netflix, because at least some of the money is going towards the right cause.
Exactly.
And buy like DVDs and stuff when they're available, like on through whoever is doing like Viz or Funimation.
Yeah.
Because
HMV sells
that money
loads
goes
of
directly
animation
to
in the
support
UK.
the industry.
Yeah. Whereas when you just view it on like, I don't
Kiss
know,
Anime.
something like that, then no money is being seen by the anime industry.
Exactly. They're just kind of, it's hard to track. I mean, I saw someone post today on Facebook like the whole of A Silent Voice. I'm just like, seriously?
What? Just
Why?
on Facebook?
Yeah, just like, why would you do that?
Oh my.
It's
That's
crazy.
so fucked up.
Because I know people try and do
really
big
liked
movies
anime,
as well.
you would get the Crunchyroll Premium.
If you're a real fan, you'd subscribe to Brr.
There you go.
V.
Just to know,
I
we're not
do-
sponsored by Crunchyroll or Verb
We're not
whatsoever.
sponsored.
But we wouldn't mind if they did.
Hey.
I kind of feel like for the people who like don't have much money and stuff, like the key animators who like want to see all this anime and stuff, and they can't afford it, and so they do kind of go that route. And as bad as it is, that's the only way they can see it.
Yeah, I do wish there was a way. I guess it's just a hurdle, right? Because there's no way to like.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it as accessible as possible, but like we still have to be able to support the people that make it.
Yeah.
And some of those people, they're like, "Well, I don't have the money, but I also don't want to watch ads." And it's like, you gotta do a little. You gotta come meet us halfway a little bit.
You have Crunchyroll, which is great because you can watch it for free. You get ads, and you have to wait a week for the newest episode. But it's only a week. Whereas there are things like we said it before on the podcast about Amazon Strike and stuff. That is like, how much was it again? Like $50? Like something
it's like too much.
Yeah,
it's too much money, and especially for people that already have Prime. Like, why would I pay for another service through this
That's
website?
what's so stupid.
Wait,
It's
Anime
so
Strike's
stupid.
only like $6.
Is it?
Yeah, but you have to have a
Amazon.
Prime
You've
account.
got to have Prime as well.
You have to have a Prime account to
It's
have
only
it.
like $6. I hope. I should go check my bank statements, but I'm pretty sure it was only like $6, maybe $8 at max.
Do you not have to have the Prime account
But you
as
have
well?
to have the Prime account
You
as
have
well.
to have a Prime account?
Yes, you have to have
I
a
don't
Prime
know.
account to have
That's like
Anime Strike.
$100 a year, and I know because I do pay for that.
Yeah, so
oh,
it
yeah.
kind
It's
of,
like, yeah.
Worth.
it all
That's-
adds up.
I mean,
It's a lot of money.
even with both of them, it's kind of like a two-way street, really. It's like the anime industry needs to, and the licensing industry needs to kind of
Licensing is really hard.
because, like, say for example, I'll bring it up again, but Little Witch Academia, because Netflix bought the rights for it, and instead of simulcasting it, they're waiting until like the whole end of the series, which is like 24
Interesting.
episodes. which
Yeah,
is
it's on Netflix, right?
yeah, it will be on
that's
Netflix.
the Netflix
Yeah,
is like how they do it because
Yeah.
it's like they're based on like the binge watching thing.
exactly. But I think that's not how people watch anime, though.
Hmm.
We watch it like every week, and we talk about it on Twitter.
Exactly. But then I suppose that's the hardships of a company that's trying to get into anime rather than
Yeah.
being a company that's in anime.
Yeah,
The complete difference.
They'll learn.
Yeah.
please learn.
Also, hashtag One Piece for the UK, please. Licensing.
Oh my god. You guys don't have One Piece in the UK?
That's
No.
so sad.
We can't. It's apparently I tweeted Miles like last year or something, and he said the licensing is really hard to get for One Piece in UK. That it's a special
Aw.
case.
When are they going
That's
to
okay.
license like Precure across the world? Because that's
Oh,
oh my god,
Ooh.
I've
I'd love
asked.
that. I'd love it.
Yeah, licensing is weird because that reminds me that I saw somebody ask in a Facebook group why like websites don't have like the Pokemon episodes with the subtitles.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
because the Pokemon Company International has that shit on lockdown, and they won't let
Yeah.
anybody else have it.
Just
Which kinda
money, isn't
sucks,
it?
because it's like, I'm not the biggest fan of the Pokemon dub, and I actually really like the sub, but there's no way to get it. Like,
Yeah.
legally.
Mhm.
You have to, like, go out of your way to watch it somewhere else. Which,
It
I
shouldn't
hate
be
it.
entirely down to the people watching anime to try and stop people from pirating anime, if you know what I mean. It should be down to companies as well. It's like with that case, like if they don't want people to pirate it, they should
Make
kind
a
of
way to make it
distribute it,
accessible,
give
yeah.
people a chance to see it.
it's always going to be hard though, because I think
Yeah.
I mean a lot of the Western anime watching kind of community, I think started doing it.
We had to
illegally.
start it through pirating.
That's what we
because
had
there was
to
no other
do.
way to get it.
Yeah,
It was either you watched it illegally or you watched the Toonami dub, and
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
like
exactly.
that was it. Those were your options.
There was also Comcast on demand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's where I found a lot of mine.
So I mean, it's a lot better than it was.
we're getting
but-
better. It's still kind of a new industry to us, especially
Yeah.
in America and in
Hmm.
English-speaking other parts of the world.
God, the UK is
Mhm.
quite far behind, I think, as well. Like,
Yeah, we are.
I know here we have like an entire anime channel. I think you can only get it in certain like with certain cable companies. But it
packages?
exists, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Love Live had a dub, and it was on one specific anime
Oh, it was
channel.
so bad. Oh,
Oh
my
no, I
God.
love it. I think it's great, but I love all
Oh.
of those actresses.
No.
No, I love it. It's so good. We're gonna fight.
I think I'm just more attached to the original Sei from Love Live.
The original is very
I've never watched Love Live.
good.
Love Live, whatever it's called.
Get out.
Do you like cute girls? Do you like them singing?
You like friendship and love.
Do you like
and,
friendship?
and them coming
Friendship.
together?
F is for fun, whatever it is.
Right.
I feel like we should show you a picture of all of them. And you
Love
just have
Live
to
getting a
pick one
bad
girl.
rep. It's good.
I've
It's
I've
good,
heard
but
of
I
it.
have watched the Idolmaster and it is slightly better. So, sorry.
I'm gonna put it in my. Is it on a Crunchyroll?
Yes.
It's on
It
Crunchyroll, yeah.
is.
I will be putting
Yeah.
that in my queue then.
The second season is only on Funimation, I think, though.
Wait, weren't there like
Oh,
five
here it
of
is.
them?
Maybe not for you. Maybe for you, you actually get it. But I know here we don't get it, which kind of sucks.
Weren't there like 5 Love Lives in the top 100
Love
list?
Live is the original, and Sunshine is the sequel.
Yeah, so there's Love Live, there's Love Live Season 2, there's a movie, and then there's Love
yeah,
Live
there is a movie,
Sunshine as
yeah.
well.
Okay,
And that's Season 2's coming soon as well.
I'm gonna have to try and watch it in order rather than what I did with Yomamushi Pedal, where I watched the second season first.
There's so much anime to catch up on.
That about does it. Thanks for joining us. As always, you can follow and tweet us at Reanime Podcast. And please check out our YouTube channel for more episodes and other anime and video games related content. Also, the audio version of this podcast is available for free on iTunes, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, and your podcast service of choice. As for me, I'm Quan Chu, and you can find me on YouTube and all the social media at Fun for Chu.
You can find me on Twitter, and my handle is at @a_new_mentality, and watch me tweet stuff there.
You can catch me pretty much everywhere, especially Twitter on @DangerfieldUK.
You can find me at enazzle, ENAZZLE, on Twitter.
You can find me everywhere at iVulpix, IVULPIX, sometimes with an S. I'm putting a new video up this week, so be on the lookout for that. For
What?
Yeah, since we started this podcast, I filmed a couple videos, and they're gonna go up soon.
And Lauren, what about you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at @Nekara, Necara. You can also find my cosplay and photography pages if you search for Catastics, Cattasticks. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here. Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.